राधा माधव कुंज विहार जय राधा माधव कुंज विहार जय श्री जन गिरिवरदान शोभानंदन जानरा यमुना तीरा जय राम Punjabi Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivardhana Yasodhanandana Vrata Yamunna Sita Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
एवं विष्णुपाद ब्रह्मस्वरूपाचार्य स्तोत्र सदस्य श्रीमद अवैचरणानंद भक्ति वेदांत संस्कृत प्रभुपाद की समस्त गौर भक्तवृंद की विदाय गौर प्रेम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिनि नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणि प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 9th canto, 4th chapter. We will begin from beginning. In last class we have discussed about the dynasty of Sharyati. So today we are going to discuss the dynasty of Nabhaga. Nabhaga says, I'm not doing any gap. Let's start. Sri Sukavacha Nabhago Navadapatyam Yam Tatam Tatara Kavim Vyavishtam Vyavijantayam Charinam Agatam.
Goswami said, the son of Nabhaga named Naabhaga lived for a long time at the place of his spiritual master. Therefore, his brothers thought that he was not going to become a Garista and would not return. Consequently, without providing his share for him, they divided the property of their father among themselves. When Nabhaga returned from the place of his spiritual master, they gave him their father as his share.
चतुर्थे नभगाख्यानम् अम्बरीष कथा तथा दुर्वाससः जटोक्षेपः तापश्चक्रेण चोच्यते. What is being discussed in this chapter? In summary, Srila Vishwanath Thakur is saying in one sloka, Nabhaga. So Nabhagas, so descendants we are going to discuss. So among those descendants, Ambarish also comes. So Nabhaga is one of the son of Vaivasthumanu. So the ninth son we are seeing. Only one son is remaining apart from him. Who is that? Iskcon is remaining. Remaining, so all are eight. About 8 sons we discussed. Today we are going to discuss Nabhaga. Nabhaga's descendants. In the Nabhaga's descendants, we see Ambarish Maharaj. And Ambarish Maharaj so is attacked by Durvasa Muni. That means he sent one demon. So that demon is being killed by Sudarshan Chakra. So that whole story we are going to discuss today. So this is one of the important chapter in this module. Yeah. So that's why we should a little more focus. So here, Nabhaga. Nabhaga's son is Naabhaga. Naabhaga lived for a long time at the place of his spiritual master. He was there in his Gurukul for a long time. So that's why what happened. Therefore, his brothers thought that he was not going to become a Grihastha. So, long time he was in the Brahmacari ashram with Guru. So then they thought that, oh, this much time he didn't return back means I might be taking the Naisthika Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya vrata is 2 types. Upakurvana and Naisthika Brahmacharya. If anyone take the vow for celibacy till the time he stays in Gurukul, so that is known as Upakurvana Brahmacharya vrata. He only for the studies, while that in the Gurukul he will be taking that. Once he finishes education, then he can get married. So till leave that means snataka. So snataka, snan utsav, that means snataka samskara. There are many samskaras are there. Among the one samskara is snataka samskara. That means when he is passed out from the Gurukul, before leaving that Gurukul, his master, that his Guru, will make him to bathe. That's a snataka, snana samskara, that is. So all the different teachers all will come and also juniors, that means students also will come and he will be in front of everyone, will be bathed and given awarded with the final so upadi, that means he is so and so, is and so and so. So this is known as snatak samskara. Till that time he will follow the brahmacharya vrata. So then after that, so by taking the permission from the guru, he will come back to his house and he will get married. So then there is no brahmacharya vrata. So this is known as upakurvana brahmacharya vrata. If anyone takes till finishing of his education, if he takes the vrata for the celibacy, then that is known as upakurvana brahmacharya vrata. But someone brahmacharis are not like that, especially brahmanas. Naisthika brahmacharya vratam is meant for the whoever is having brahmanical tendencies. Those brahmacharis, what they will be saying, I don't want to go. Voluntarily, he will say that he want to take the so vow of serving his guru. Brahmachari's main duty is serving the instructions of his guru. That is a dharma. So Grihastha is having the different dharmas. So he is as a father, as a husband, as a so brother. So many dharmas are there. For the Brahmachari, there is only one dharma. Serving Naisthika Brahmachari, there is only one dharma. So to serve his guru's mission. That is a Brahmachari's main. But who is allowed to do the Naisthika Brahmacharya vrata? So Srila Prabhupada is also saying in another place, the one that means Naisthika Brahmacharya vrata is almost equal to the sannyas. So that means one should maintain his life like that sannyas life. So it's like just a preparation for the sannyas. So and once if you take the Naisthika Brahmacharya vratam, you should not leave that clothes. Leaving that clothes is equal to the eating of his own vomit. In the case of brahmacharis, saffron, it's not like it's a plaything. It's a very, very important thing. And what? So society now actually standards are going down, but it is not at all a good thing actually. So once if you take saffron clothes, that means you are taking vow in front of the Guru that I will follow the brahmacari vrata. I don't want any kind of sense gratification, and I don't want any kind of the material pleasure from the woman or from the money and from so and so. And I will be serving your vow. That means your mission, and I want to assist you like that. If anyone commit, then that is known as Naish. That's a Naisthika brahmacari vrata, and then lifelong he'll be following that vrata. He has to follow. So for the brahmachari, only mission is serving his guru. That is only his dharma. And who is encouraged to do this? Who is brahmanically inclined, who has sattva in him. But the students who are mostly, that means in the mode of passion and ignorance, they are not encouraged to do this kind of vrata. No, because their modes influence of the modes will be there on them. Then because of that, they cannot successfully follow the Naisthika brahmacharya vrata. So that's why we have to see these tendencies are there. If we follow Shastra, is always helping us to organize our life properly. That's why we should consult Shastra. It's not like based upon the some kind of it should not be made like, oh, okay, I need this much manpower and you saffron to these people. Let us see sometimes, and then they will leave, and they will leave once again. They will take this kind of no. So then it will be like playing with the vrata. Wow, wow! If we take, then you have to follow. So, but what happened to this Nabhaga? He didn't come back for a long time. So that's why they thought that I think he's following the Naisthika brahmacari vrata. So then, in that case, what is the need of the money and wealth? So because he doesn't want to get married, so what they did, they distributed the property of father among themselves, all the brothers, and so they everything is done. Then therefore, his brothers thought that he was not going to come to become a grihastha and wouldn't return. Consequently, without providing a share for him, they divided the property of their father among themselves. When Naabhaga returned from the place of the spiritual master, they gave him their father as his share. They said that, so because everything is distributed already among themselves, so father is only your share, you take him. It's old father. न तु पैतृकं किमपि धनं तद् आगमनात् पूर्वमेव सः नैष्टिको अभूत न अगमिष्यति इति. वो तो नैष्टिक हो गया. He might have become a नैष्टिक ब्रह्मचारी. नैष्टिकः अभूत न आगमिष्यति. He will not return back. इति मत्वा, thinking like it, सर्वधनस्य स्वैः विभज्य उहित्वा. So then after that what happened? Okay, Prabhupada is ready. There are two kinds of brahmacharis. One may return home, marry, and become a householder, whereas the other, known as vrata, takes a vow to remain a brahmachari perpetually. The vrata brahmachari doesn't return from the place of spiritual. Vrata means here Naisthika brahmachari vrata. He stays there and later he directly takes sannyas. Because Naabhaga didn't return from the place of spiritual master, his brothers thought he had taken vrata brahmacharya. Therefore, they didn't preserve his share. And when he returned, they gave him their father as his share. Next. Prataro bhantu pajama pitaram tava Maharya
Nabhaga inquired, my dear brothers, what have you given to me as my share of my father's property? His elder brothers answered, we have kept our father as your share. But when Nabhaga went to his father and said, my dear father, My elder brothers have given you as my share of property. The father replied, my dear son, do not rely upon their cheating words. I am not your property.
Yeah. Yes, in the question answers form, the translation is being explained because Vishwanath Thakur is writing in the form of the question answers. So that's the reason actually Prabhupada is also writing translation in the form of question and answers. So Naabhaga, when he asked his brothers, oh my dear brothers, so where is my share? So then brothers said that we thought that you took already, so sannyas means Naisthika brahmacari vrata. So that's why we didn't consider giving any share to you. So then if you are asking now, when coming and asking, then you take our father as your share. So that is the your share. And you take this. Like that they said. Then after that he went to his father. Nabhaga went to his father and he asked, oh my dear father, my elder brothers all are saying, so you are my share. So he is asking me to take you as the property. So what do you say for this? Then after that, father is replying. So what is this? How can I be with a share to you? So how can you enjoy me? So they are cheating. Tava ityuktantanah aryan tvam maishim kimartum dadu. Tacha are putraka mad anukampa mad anukampya suno dairuttam tat ma आदृताः न हि अहं दाया इव भोग साधन इत्यर्थः. I cannot be your bhoga sadhan. So they took act. That means father cannot be a dayabhak. Dayabhak you know. So dayabhak means among the brothers whatever the share that is known as dayabhak is. So father cannot be dayabhak. Father himself is saying to son. How father can be dayabhak? Dayabhak means which can be enjoyed. How can you enjoy father? He's an old man. On top it is a responsibility and you have to give. So it cannot be a dayabhak and they are cheating you. So you should not accept this. Then in the next sloka, we are seeing next sloka is ime ime angirasasatram asatetya sumedasam sastam sastam upetya kavekyanti karmani.
Naabhaga said, all the descendants of Ambarisa are now going to sacrifice, but also they are very indulgent. On every sixth day, they will be returned in the one second day stay in their daily duties.
Yeah. So father is giving a solution. सरलबुद्धिना मया न पुनः तेषां पार्श्वं गन्तव्यम् इति चेत् तर्हि स्नेहेन तव जीवनोपायम् अहमेव उपदेक्ष्यामि इत्याह. This Nabhaga decided that I don't want to go back to my I don't want to go back to my brothers and I don't want to fight with them. So this is the decision Nabhaga did by seeing this kind of nature. So his father is so happy. That means he is so simple, Nabhaga. But nowadays you see the most, that means brothers, they don't have any good relationship. Most of the families, 95% in our society, there is always fighting among the brothers, only for the sake of property shares. There is a lot of fighting. Even nowadays, actually, for in this state, I don't know, in Andhra Pradesh, so daughters also, sons and daughters, both have equal rights. And there is a lot of huge fight among the daughters and the sons, brother and sisters, both also fighting. Because previously, actually, you see, only there was fighting between the brothers. When this rule is made, actually, generally they used to have very good relationship with their sisters, and especially brother-in-law, and they used to maintain very good relationship with them. So, but now what happened because of this property shares? all the relationships are broken. Even the brother-sister relationships also not good nowadays. Previously, at least, was there. Only because of the Kali Yuga. You can see in the end of the Dwapara Yuga, it started happening among the Pandavas. The whole property belongs to whom? Whole property belongs to the Pandu Maharaj. Anda cannot become a king. It is already decided. All the great people they said, they sat and this Anda Dhritarashtra cannot be a king. And so uh, huh? Um, so Pandu Maharaj, so only can be fit because Dhritarashtra cannot be a king, he is blind. And Vidura also cannot become a king. Of course, he is son of Vichitravirya. Yeah. So, but what is the problem? He has taken birth from whom? Birth from a Sudrani woman. So because of that, he cannot be a king. The whole property was given to Pandu Maharaj, and he fought with so many kings, and then after that he expanded. So, but he used to stay in the forest because he was liking that so much. So to hunt the animals because he wants to continue his fighting spirit. That's why he was in the forest. But anyway, he got the curse. So then after that, so Pandavas, when they became the first son is also, if you see in the case of the sons, so among the Dhritarashtra and Pandu and Vidura, whose son is first appeared? So Pandu, that means Pandu's son Yudhishthira Maharaj is elder to everyone. So first of all, kingdom belongs to the Pandu, and that should be entirely should be given to Yudhishthira Maharaj. But what happened? So actually, in the ancient days, now the rule is kingdom should not be divided. Actually, kingdom should be given to the elder son. So this is the rule. Or otherwise, if brothers are given, those will be become the samantas. Those will become under him only as because dividing kingdom is a big problem actually. So kingdom should not be divided. That is the rule actually. So now in the Mahabharata, if you see, Dhritarashtra is so much people actually, and he had a lot of affection for his son, and for that he surpassed so many times the dharma, and he is very weak-hearted person, and he want to see the some portion of his son, and that's why so he divided. Initially, kingdom was divided, and Hastinapur was given to the Duryodhan, and half Yudhishthira it is given. So half means just they gave the first. So the whole fighting, if you see, and then after the actually you see Pandavas only once again they expanded the whole kingdom. They went to the different kings and they did they won in all the directions and they expanded the kingdom and they made Indraprastha as the capital city and they so ruling the whole Earth planet actually almost all. And otherwise some are the friends and who are not becoming the friends, if they are enemies, they are all defeated and made the everything as one under one umbrella actually. So then after that, by seeing their opulence, Duryodhan was very much, that means not able to tolerate that jealousy he was having. And with the cunning nature, so with the group planning, they got everything actually. And the rule is what? After the Agnatavas, it should be given, but it was not given back. And he rejected for that. And he was saying that what he was saying at that time, actually this kingdom belongs to me. First of all, it's my father's kingdom and at that time I was young, and this Bhishma and so Brahmacari, these all people divided this and they gave half to Yudhishthira Maharaj, and that is the wrong thing they did. He was saying, so that is the intelligence of Duryodhana. And he was saying, when Krishna is coming and asking, so they finished the Agnatavasa and you have to give back his half portion. And he said, why I have to give? Actually, when I was young and I was not knowing so much and I am not able to speak much, and these all elder people, they made everything into divided and they gave half to the Yudhishthira Maharaj. That should not be given actually. Everything belongs to me. Because of that, Vinasakala Viparita. So Dharma only wins. So then he gone. So like this, you can see Then nowadays, every house there is a problem because of the property. But you see here, Nabhaga, how he was having a very simple heart. Sarala buddhina maya na punah tesham parsham gantavyam. I don't want to go back to them. So then Lord is his father is so much happy with this kind of soft nature, and out of affection, he gave one solution for his livelihood. So he has to live, Nabhaga has to live because he came back. So then he told that you do one thing. There will be Angirasa Rishis. The descendants of Angira. So Angira Rishi's descendants, they are going to perform a yajna. But what happened every sixth, so Sastama. So on that, although they are very intelligent, on the sixth day, when they perform the yajna, on the sixth day, they will forget the mantras. They have that kind of some fault actually. Father knows this, and that's why he said that you go and on that day you recite two mantras. He's saying in the next day. So then, they will be definitely impressed by you, and they will give the lot of wealth to you. The remnants of the yajna will be given to you. You can be happy with that. That's why old father is not so cheap actually. Generally, people they think they don't respect it, the old fathers. ऐसे काम का नहीं है अभी जैसा बूढ़े बैल की जैसा है ये तो बूढ़े बैल अभी काम का नहीं इसको खाना दाना देना जरूरत ही नहीं ऐसा ट्रीट करते हैं सोचते हैं अभी तो बचपन में पिताजी बच्चों के लिए क्या क्या दे दूं मैं करके इतना सोच सोच के मैंने अपना बच्चों के लिए कितना करते हैं लेकिन जब वही पिता जब बूढ़े हो जाते हैं बच्चे सोचते हैं कि इनको क्यों खिलाया जाए हमारा बच्चों को खिलाएंगे तो वो लोग स्वस्थ रहेंगे और उनको कुछ जीवन उज्जवल रहेगा और ये तो मरने वाले हैं इनको और भी मरने दीजिए क्या है ये विचार रहता है इनसे हाँ ओल्ड एज लेकिन उनको जल्दी जल्दी उनसे छुटकारा प्राप्त करना चाहते बहुत भार लगता है तो इससे क्या होता है जब जिसको माने माता पिता के आशीर्वाद नहीं रहेगा डेफिनेटली उनकी जीवन में कोई शांति नहीं रहेगा जहां भले उनके पास जितना भी दौलत रहे how much wealth he might be having, how much he is expanding his business, and he might be having this so much luxurious things, but he cannot be. So, under that means because of this disrespect nature towards the elders and his father and his mother, and because of this, he will be getting the reactions for that, and he will never be happy actually. Money will not make happiness, peace. Only the thing is, dharma one should follow, then only you become happy. So that's why father how much he thinks, but sons they are not thinking like that. So they are simply like in the Bhagavatam we see like the third canto 30th chapter I think. बूढ़े बेल की जैसा ट्रीट करते हैं को खाना दाना क्यों देना है कुछ नहीं देना चाहिए और कहीं को काम नहीं करती हैं अभी तो वैसा नहीं रहना चाहिए और प्रॉपर ट्रीटमेंट भी नहीं कर रहे हैं और ओल्ड एज होम्स को भेज दे रहे हैं एक गलत है एक्चुअली और एक है मैं दूसरे तरफ से भी बोलना चाहता हूँ on another side also I want to say when they become old respectfully they should take out their interference actually in the so-called business activities and also household activities he should take the retirement even if he stay in the house he should take the retirement from all these things and fathers also they should not try to take the same control they want to still they want to have till now they had the control and this side also should think actually and they try to always interfere and poke into the every step of his son's dealings actually and son might be very good but fathers also hey, why you are doing this why you should not do that and you should do this and keep on that means he's not at all allowing him to take his own decisions actually and unnecessarily he make his own life hell and also he making his son's life also hell. So what is the system here? Vedic system. When once if you get the 50 years old, then you have to take the retirement from the all the business dealings. Take it. That means come out from the family issues and family decisions. Don't take and focus on more and more. So your spiritual sadhana. So one has to reading the Bhagavatam, associating the devotees, and studying the more and more scriptures and taking the more austere life. And voluntarily, that means vanaprastha life means accepting voluntarily tapasya actually. That has to be there. Instead of now son is not giving, then one should take, even if the son is not giving as a devotees, you should take it as a good opportunity actually. If he is not treating well, it's really a boon for the father actually. Very good. So then it's a like the detachment is Lord is arranging. So don't cry for that and don't think that oh my son is not seeing and I have so much affection but he's not reciprocating that. It's a completely waste of time. But as a good son, one should provide the all the nice. That means he should from his side he has to provide all the facilities. As a good sadhaka, he may reject that. The old father he may reject. But as a good son, you have to give everything, all the facilities, whatever he wants. So like this, then there is a reciprocation, then there will be dharma, then there will be in the human platform. And so, but as a spiritually, we should take retirement and one should go to the so Vrindavan, do the more and more bhajan. Vrindavan is meant for the sannyasis and the who left the grihastha ashram. So for them, for the brahmacharis, householder people, they should not stay and they should not do business there. Staying in the Vrindavan, one should not do so-called business, and dhams are not meant for the doing the business and making the livelihood. No, it's not good at all. So Prabhupada was saying this thing in some other place. Yes, sir.
Person decides to pick up all the business over here and go and live in Vrindavan and for his livelihood, he had to do something for living. So, is it-
That's why Vrindavan is meant for doing austerities. Vrindavan is not meant for making the business. So if one wants to do business, then let them do. If they want to live in Vrindavan, do service and get this on livelihood. That means Lord will maintain. The temple one should take the services. That's austere, like voluntarily one should accept. So the same way, we also left no bank balance, nothing, and went to Banaras and studied. कैसा भगवान देखते हैं जब हम लोग छोड़ के देखेंगे जब मनी के ऊपर और अन्य चीजों के ऊपर अपना जो भी है सरेंडर तो हमारा शरणागति जो भी मनी इत्यादि के प्रति जो भी छोड़ देंगे और हम भगवान के ऊपर शरणागत होंगे तब हम लोग को महसूस होगा भगवान देखते हैं या नहीं देखते पहले तो छोड़ के देखो दूसरों की सहारा लेना भगवान की सहारा लेने पहले तो सीखो तब तो क्या होगा ज्यादा से ज्यादा मर जाएंगे क्या कभी नहीं मरेंगे नहीं मरेंगे थोड़ा सा शरीर के लिए कष्ट होगा कष्ट तो इस दुनिया में तो है ही है दुख का आलय में शाश्वत नहीं तो दुखों का ही आलय है कष्ट तो होगा लेकिन तो वैसा एग्जाम्पल भी आजकल नहीं मिल रहा वृंदावन जाते तो भी बहुत लग्जरियस वे में भी रहना चाहते फिर भी और उनको कम से कम महीना में 25,000 चाहिए एक आदमी तो कहाँ से आएगा तो कैसे चलेगा ये नहीं तो सरल रूप से नहीं रह पाएंगे कहीं ना कोई एक जगह स्थान मिला उधर दूसरे एक कोने में पड़े रहे और भगवान की सेवा करे जहां प्रसाद मिलेगा उसको खाए रहेंगे नहीं ये सब चाहिए हम ऐसे जिए थोड़ी तो हम ऐसा नहीं जिए तब तो व्हाट इज आवर ऑस्टेरिटी एक्चुअली वन शुड एक्सेप्ट द सो वॉलंटरी ऑस्टेरिटीज बड़ा बड़ा राजाओं भी सब कुछ छोड़ के जैसा पांडव जैसा आप अन्य जो भी राजाओं को देख भरत महाराज सब छोड़ के चले गए हम उनसे भी बहुत बड़ा है क्या तो कुछ नहीं तो वो इतना लग्जरियस लाइफ जिए हैं फिर वो सब छोड़ के जंगल में रहते थे जो विश्रोंच वृत्ति वानप्रस्थियों वानप्रस्थि they do what kind of वृत्ति they will be going to the fields what are the things are left over just collecting the previously collecting those things and they are making their livelihood with that that was the lifestyle they were living it looks very difficult but they were living so only farmers also for the sake of these vanaprasthis they used to live something sometimes so they used to collect it and make the livelihood with that next shloka तांस्त्वं शंसय सूक्ते द्वे वैश्वे देवे महात्मनः ते स्वर्यन्तो धनं सत्रं परिशेषितमात्मनः दास्यन्ति ते ततां मच्चं तथा सा कृतवान् यथा तस्मै दत्त्वा ययुः स्वर्गं ते सत्र परिशेषणम्
Nabhaga father continued. Go to those great souls and recite two basic things pertaining to Vaishnava. When the great sages have completed the sacrifice and are going to heavenly planet, they will give you the remnants of the money they have received from the sacrifice. Therefore, go there immediately. Thus, Nabhaga acted exactly according to the advice of his father. And the great sages of the Angira dynasty gave him all their wealth and then went to the heavenly planet.
इमे इति सपदाभ्यां द्वाभ्याम अभिलप्सः. So two mantras actually he has to recite. Naabhaga has to recite. And addressing whom? Vishwedevaha. Addressing Vishwedevas, he has to recite these two mantras on the sixth day. So then what will happen at the end of the yajna? There will be yajna avasistam. That means the remnants of the yajna. That means lot of wealth will be there. And that whole wealth you will get. Like that father told, so exactly he did it in the same way. So these Angira's descendants, these when they are going back to the Swarga at that time, so by seeing the Naabhaga's contribution for that performing the yajna, they all became happy. And they gave the yajna system, lot of wealth was there. So in the houses and the Dakshana, they got lot of wealth, and that everything they have given to him. So that he became very rich. But he got when he took that, something happened now. Tam kaschit swekarishantam purusha Krishna darshana uvachottarato bhetya mamedam vastukam vasu.
Is that looking person from Bhakti came to him and said, what the hell about this sacrificial arena belongs to you?
All of a sudden, one person came who is in the black color, Krishna Darshana, who appears like black. So he came and he started saying, this wealth is belongs to me, it's not yours. Who is that Krishna Darshana? Krishna Darshana, Sri Rudra, Purusha Sri Rudra Krishna Darshana. That means Shama Varna. A lot. Shiva's color is also so skyish blue. So sky blue color. Or otherwise, Krishna Darshana means Spurti Praptam Krishnam Sada Pashyanti Iti Saha. Krishna Darshana means the one who sees always Krishna. Lord Shiva always sees Krishna, and sometimes all of a sudden he goes into the Samadhi also. And you will forget where he is and what he is doing. Like in the when one reaches the prema stage, there is a different symptoms are there. There are different stages like laya and samadhi, like this. So sometimes crying and shouting, these kind of symptoms are there. So Lord Shiva is a Param Vaishnava and he is in the prema, actually in the prema stage. And because of this, he will be getting the some kind of sometimes samadhi, and also he sometimes always he sees not sometimes always he sees the Krishna, and by seeing that you may get the samadhi and sometimes you forget also. Like in the case of the Daksha Segya, at that time when Daksha was there in the assembly, he forgot to get up because at that time he was in the samadhi on the Krishna. So that's why here Krishna Darshana means the one who always see Krishna is known as Krishna Darshana. Who is that? That is Lord Shiva. Or otherwise the one who appear in the black color, that means dark blue color. So these are the, and he came and he said that it's not your wealth, it is my wealth. Then after that, Mamedam Rishibir Dattam iti tarhisma manavaha Syannute pitari prashnaha Prishtavan pitaram yatha.
Nabhaga then said, these riches belongs to me. The great saintly persons have given them to me. Then Nabhaga said, This, the black-haired person replied, let us go to your father and ask him to settle our disagreement. In accordance with this, Nabhaga inquired from his father.
Naabhaga was saying that no, it's mine because all this the descendants of Angira has given to me, and that's why I want to keep. But Shiva is saying that okay, then you do one thing. So you go to your father and ask him what he will say, then you do that. So then he came to his father, Pitari Prashnaha Syat Prishtavaniti Supoktihi. Then he asked the father. Then what father replied? You can see in the next sloka. Yajnavastugatam sarvam uchishtam rishayah vache chakruhi bhagam rudraya sadeva sarvamarhati.
The father of Nabhaga said, whatever the grace is sacrificed of the spirit, they offer to Lord Shiva as his spirit. Therefore, everything is sacrificial and it must again go to Lord Shiva.
Father said that actually this Yajna system is belongs to Shiva only. It is really Shiva is only having the right on this. Pita Uvacha, Kadachit, even in the Daksha's Yajna also, our system, what was there, it was given to Rudra. So, following the same tradition, so after the Yajna, this whatever the our system is there, that should be given to Shiva, and he is having the right. So, Father said the truth. So then, what happened? Nabhagastam pranamyaha tavesha kilavastukam ityahame pita brahman sirasa tvam prasadaye.
Thereupon, after all, since Lord Shiva, Nabhaga said, O worshipful Lord, everything in this arena of sacrifice is yours. This is the assertion of my father. Now, with great respect, I bow my head begging you mercy.
Yeah, he is very truthful. Actually, Nabhaga, whatever his father said, same thing. So he repeated in front of Lord Shiva and said that yes, this property belongs to you only, and I have no right on this. He accepted that. And he begged the mercy. With respectfully, he said,
This was not the descendants of Bhakti. This was Nabhaga.
huh?
They have given all the remnant to the Nabhaga. The remnant of this.
Which is belong to actually Shiva. That is their mistake.
They did not know about this thing.
They know, but their mistake that is. They will get the reaction for that. Someone property you cannot donate, no? So they will get, but here in this book it is not discussed, but maybe you can see in another Puranas. But for this, what the Angira's descendants, what reaction they got, that will be the definitely there will be reaction. Yes, ma'am.
I just want to clarify something. If someone's property cannot, someone's property cannot just donate.
Cannot give away to some.
Yeah. So if someone gives gift to me, can I donate that to someone or not? Someone has given a gift. Can I donate that or I should not?
Tadati pratigruhnati. If Brahmana get a donation from someone, so he has to use as much as per his necessities, basic necessities. If extra is there, then he has to donate to others. But for Grihasthas who are not Brahmanas, they should not take anything from others. Like whoever is Kshatriyas and Vaishyas and other three Varnas, they should not take. Grihasthas, they should not take from others. Even if among the friendship, among the relationship, if they take, they should give it back in some other occasion. If they offer something to you, and you also should give it back. But in the case of Brahmana, he is having adhikara to beg and take the charity. But other grihastha, they don't have any adhikara to get the charity. But that is only the To improve the loving exchanges, I will give something gift and you will be gifting me. So that is another thing that can happen among grostas. But charity donation we cannot take. So you are asking gift, I think, not the donation. Gift you are. So gift actually gifts can be exchanged among the loving people. If someone out of love give a gift to you, then you are give to someone else, then it's disrespecting you. It's a gift, no, actually. Out of love he gave, and you are not keeping with you. So it's a symbol of the gift is symbol of the love. And charity is different. If charity you get, Brahmana can you donate. But the gift is given out of love to express his loving relationship with you. Then you cannot, you should keep it nicely. Then that is the meaning of you are protecting, that means you are keeping the love for him also. Respecting of that love.
We get gift which is more than necessary on gifts. Lots of gift.
You should,
So what should
you can give as a gift same thing to him.
that's what I'm asking.
No.
That's
No. Prabhu, actually, if you take such a wealthy thing, then you have to gift it back to him. Or otherwise, if it is dharma level. But if you give to the Lord's service, direct service, like Lord's direct service means making the clothes and making the, that means some jewelry or they make the deities and those things. If you use the direct service, then because you see, Prabhu, someone gave gift to you very valuable. That means and huh?
I'm saying like I have many duties, and if there are 10 of they come to me and they all give me, I have already. So it's like, what should I do?
Acha, in that case, then you can give to the sadhu, not for others. So you are transferring because he can burn it. But if you give to someone else, then they'll be debted. Best is to give to sadhus. So, O worshipable Lord, everything in this arena of sacrifice is yours. This is the assertion of my father. So he said, as no cheating, no duplicity. He doesn't want to cheat Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva said that you ask your father whatever he said, so we'll follow that. But father said that it belongs to the Lord Shiva. Then he repeated that. He was not having any duplicity. Naabhaga's good quality is this. And he doesn't want to cheat Lord Shiva. As it is, he said. Then what Lord Shiva reacted for that? You can see in the next sloka. यत्ते पितावदद्धर्मं त्वं च सत्यं प्रभाषसे ददामि ते मन्त्रदृशो ज्ञानं ब्रह्म सनातनम्.
What Shiva said, whatever your father has said, and you are also listening. Therefore, I know the Vedic mantras that explain in past.
So by this kind of attitude of the simplicity of the Naabhaga, Lord Shiva became so happy. First of all, he gave the spiritual knowledge to him. Therefore, I. So who know the Vedic mantra shall explain transcendental knowledge to you. So he gave transcendental Sanatanam Brahma. That means Bhakti Gnanam. He gave the Bhakti Gnana to him. So Lord Shiva first he gave Brahma knowledge. Brahmajnana, that means knowledge about the absolute truth, that is a bhakti. Then after that, Gruhana Dravinam Dattam Matsatra Pariseshitam Ityuktvantara Rudro Bhagavan Dharma Vatsalah.
What Shiva said, now you may take all the wealth remaining from the sacrifice, or I give it. After saying this, Lord Shiva, who is most current, the religious skulls, is appearing.
Yeah. Shiva said that you take all the wealth. Take it.
I shall explain translate the knowledge to you.
He did first, he explained translate. Huh?
We did not explain.
But not वो एक्सप्लेन किया करके मानना है इधर नहीं इधर वो क्या क्या एक्सप्लेन किया because of the simplicity of the Naabhaga, Lord Shiva became so happy and he gave all the wealth to him only. After saying this, Lord Shiva went to his abode with the most adherent in the religious principles and disappeared from that place. तो स्टोरी हो गया बस इसमें इतना ही नेक्स्ट ये तत् संस्मरेत् प्रातः सायं च सुसमाहिता कविर्भवति मंत्रज्ञो गतिं चैव तदात्मनः. What is the result of hearing this story is being expressed here? Let's go.
If one hears and chants or remembers this narration in the morning and evening with great attention, he certainly becomes learned, experienced in understanding the Vedic views, and expert in several.
There's a falsity. If we hear this, what will happen? Morning and evening. So one will be purified in their heart and also get the learned. That means he certainly becomes a learned experience in understanding the Vedic hymns. The falsity of these Naabhaga stories.
Sometimes you see that chapter, see that Chandighar. This one covers the question said, if this chapter, okay, so reading at it,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so sometimes chapter
Sometimes
chapter
good question actually. So we should read. Like Bhagavatam is there. Bhagavatam also we should read. Bhagavad Gita we should read first. Then after that Bhagavatam we should again and again we should read. And Chaitanya Charitamrita is the PhD work. So that also we should read. So regularly. So like Srila Rupa Goswami Pad is describing in the Bhakti there are the several angas are there. Stuti, to praise the Lord and also so to his devotees. Stuti is Tavanam, these are the different angas. It also has to be done. So we should definitely keep on reading all these. That means whatever are there stutis in the Bhagavatam, those also has to be read. And in the Chaitanya Charitamrita also, yes, Acharyas are saying if you read this section, then you will be getting the Krishna prema. That also should be read. But what should be read actually? More. According to your ruchi, you do. According to the ruchi, you can do that. So there is no problem. But one should not have any kind of suspicion. That means he should not suspect the glory whatever is mentioned there. Now we have seen, अरे नाबाग story इतना छोटा है, 4 लाइन बोल दिया और सुखदेव गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं इसको, सो गोस्वामी को सुनने से तो पूरा अंतःकरण का शुद्धि हो जाता है और भक्ति हो जाएगा। भक्त बोलने को he certainly becomes a learned and experienced in understanding the Vedic hymns. Then he can get the good understanding in the Vedic hymns, Vedic mantras, and he will become expert in self-realization. ये जो फल कहा गया, इसमें कोई भी कुछ that means आप हृदय में सोचेंगे कि इतना होगा क्या है, ये ऐसा ही बोला गया, ये सच में ऐसा इतना होगा थोड़ी, तो इतना छोटा सेक्शन पढ़ने से बार बार तो हमको मुक्ति मिल जाता है क्या? ये जस्ट ऐसा ही बोला गया, ये जस्ट थोड़ा सा हेल्पिंग होगा, ऐसा सोचना भी एक अपराध है। जो भी भागवत में कहा गया चीज उस पर अश्रद्धा रहना, मैंने उसके ऊपर नहीं तो दूसरा व्याख्या करना, उसके अर्थ को कमी करके देखना और नहीं तो उसको अर्थवाद मानना, ये भी एक अपराध है। ये एक्चुअली हम ऐसा भगा करके सुनते हैं कि एक हरिनाम पूरा समस्त पापों को नष्ट करती है, पुराना आज का और होने वाला पाप को भी नष्ट करती है, जितना भी भूतकाल में हजारों करोड़ों लाखों तो पाप जो भी किए वो सबको तो एक हरिनाम काफी है नष्ट करने के लिए, ऐसे सुनते हैं। लेकिन ये सुनने के बाद कोई भी मन में so no one should think that after hearing the glories of the holy name in such a way one should not have even a tinge of the doubt on the power of the holy name. If we have, so then, and maybe if you think that it's only just a glorification, just to make all of us to chant holy name, Shastra is just for time being it is saying, but actually it is not going to happen. Just to promote holy name, it is just said in the Shastra. For the sake of promotion, now the glories of the holy name overemphasized, exaggerated and said here. But actually, it's not going to happen. If this kind of his mentality is there, then he is committing directly sixth offense. Padattavadaha. Means if anyone think the glories of the holy name only exaggeration and they're all for the sake of so spreading, that means for spreading of the holy name, so they are just said in the shastra but not fact, those are all only the just like in the sabji wala kya bolte hain, तो जो भी है सब्जी वाला बोलते हैं कि मेरा सब्जी सबसे टेस्टी है, अच्छा है, बेस्ट है, चीप है और इससे बढ़िया कोई सब्जी इस दुकान इस मार्केट में है ही नहीं, ऐसा बोलते हैं। लेकिन वो क्या है, वो सत्य है क्या? वो सत्य नहीं, वो केवल एक्सॉग्रेशन, क्योंकि अपना माल को बेचना चाहते हैं, अपना सब्जी को बेचना चाहते हैं, इसलिए वो ऐसा बोलते हैं। कोई लोग ऐसा ही सोचते हैं कि होली नेम को भी शास्त्र में प्रमोट करने के लिए शास्त्र ऐसा कह रहे हैं, जैसे सब्जी वाला कह रहा है सब्जियों के बारे में, वैसा शास्त्र होली नेम के बारे में ऐसा कह रहा है करके सोचना भी एक अपराध है। तो वैसा ही फलश्रुति सुनने के बाद भी ये ऐसा ही कहा गया लेकिन ओरिजिनल में नहीं होगा, ऐसा सोचना भी एक अपराध है।
कृष्ण प्रेम राजेश करना उसके सिख
who knows, he might be, because we cannot, so as per ruchi, but definitely so one sadhaka should step by step should grow. So that's why we should read the Bhagavatam from the first canto to the 9th cantos. Prabhupada also says and previous acharyas also saying. So one should go the step by step. Means one should understand the glories of the first of all the Lord's Srishti Leelas one should understand. Then after that his various avataras. Then after that understand the Lord's supremacy and understand so many things, Lord's energies, how they play and how they give the pleasure to the Lord and how they manifest in different ways. All these subtle sciences has to be understood. Then one should enter into the highest subject matter, Krishna Prem. So that is the sequence is given. One should follow this. And also one more thing. So in the case of the angas of following bhakti, also one should first focus on the Shravanam and Kirtanam. That's the most important. Of course, we have so many angas like the Stuti is there, Stavanam is there, like this, and also various other angas. So Smaranam is there, and all these angas are there. Among all these angas, also which anga is first and foremost recommended? Shravanam and Kirtanam. One should focus or emphasis on this. Shravanam and Kirtanam of, and that to what? So Shravanam of the Nama, Shravanam of the Rupa, Shravanam of the Guna, Shravanam of the Guna, Rupa and Leela. Among these four also one should do first what? Shravanam of the Nama. Shravana Kirtanam of the Nama only, not the, so Gunas and Rupa I should not jump actually. One should go in a sequence. When one do the Nama Shravanam, Nama Kirtanam, because of this heart will be purified. And then after that, one should hear the Gunas, Lord's qualities. And Guna Shravana one should do. So then after that, one should, so next level is in that purified heart. So by hearing the Gunas, then he can see the form of the Lord. So then has to hear the Rupa Shravana he should do. Then after that, finally he should enter to the Leela Shravana. So this is a sequence given by the Acharyas. So that's why now the intimate fast tense, now I like, and if you jump, so it's technically it is not wrong. But for a snataka, recommendation is Nama Shravana. Nama Shravana and Kirtan. Like this.
It's like, one is I will share that which
Richi in providing, given in the pool of acharyas or acharyas. Ruchi means you cannot take anything beyond your sampradaya. Then you are against going to your own shiksha parampara.
so that produce now today this is not I guess
Tomorrow?
there is this section of those some so by reading this we get a vision of it.
Because of reading.
Because of this section
Can I discuss after class with you personally? You get. Next sloka. Naabhaga Ambarisho Mahabhagavata Kruti Nasprushad Brahma Shapopi Yamna Pratihata Kvache.
from Nabhaga, Maharaj Ambarisa took birth. Maharaj Ambarisa was an exalted devotee, celebrated for his great merits. Although he was cursed by an infallible Brahman, the curse could not touch him.
So from Naabhaga, Ambarish Maharaj appeared. He took birth. Ambarish Maharaj was an exalted devotee, celebrated for his great merits. Although he was cursed by an infallible Brahmana, the curse couldn't touch him. That's Durvasa Muni gave curse. Only this much, Sukadeva Goswami said. Ambarish Maharaj got curse from the Durvasa Muni, but he was not affected by that curse. So then after hearing this much, immediately, so Parishit Maharaj got the question, inquisitiveness. He's asking Sri Rajo Vacha Bhagavan Srotum Ichchami Rajarshrestasya Dhimata Naprabhut Yatra Nimukto Brahmadando Durajyaya.
For example, forget personality. The certainly most exalted, yes, are used to hear about how surprising is that the thoughts of the Brahma, which is irresolvable, would not happen.
So Parishit Maharaj inquiring further from Sukadeva Goswami. Ambarish was certainly most exalted and meritorious in character. I wish to hear about him. So next. Second. एवं अपृष्टो ब्रह्मदंडस्य अप्रभुत्वम् आचिक्यासु तावत् तस्या महाभागवतः विद्युक्तम् महाभागवतत्वं प्रपञ्चेति अम्बरीष इत्यादिना आरिराधयिषुर् इत्यतः प्राक्तनेन ग्रन्थेन अम्बरीषो महाभागः हीमानत एव सप्तद्वीप चलिए श्रीशुक उवाच अम्बरीषो महाभागः सप्तद्वीपवतिमहि अव्ययं च श्रियं लब्ध्वा विभवंश्चातुलं भुवि मेनेति दुर्लभं पुंसां सर्वं तत्स्वप्न संस्तुतम् विद्वान् विभवानिर्माणं तमो विशति यत्पुमान्
Sukdev Goswami said, Maharaj is the most fortunate personality, achieved the rule of the entire world, consisting of 7 islands, achieved inadjustable unlimited of opponents to prosperity. Although such a position is rarely obtained, Maharaj is didn't care for it at all, for he knew very well that all such opportunities and share, like that, we imagine between such opponents with destroyed. If that any non-negotiable attendance merges distinctly against
पुंसाम् अतिदुर्लभं विभुं च लब्ध्वा तत्सर्वं स्वप्ने संस्तुतमिवामेहि यतः विभुवस्य निर्वाणं नाशं विद्वान् यतः विभवासक्ते Ambarish Maharaj got the control on entire Earth planet, which is having the 7 islands, 7 oceans and 7 islands, and achieved inexhaustible, unlimited opulence. But he was not at all having any kind of attachment for that. How he is seeing this wealth, opulence, he is just seeing that this swapne samstutamiva. So just in the dream, we might be having a lot of wealth, but after getting up the dream, it is everything is out. The same way he is considering this wealth also like a dream, wealth in a dream. Because after the annihilation of the entire creation, all the wealth also will be finished. So this all the wealth is only temporary, it's not a permanent thing. So then why I have to have attachment for this like this? So Maharaj Ambarish is completely detached from this wealth, even he is having a lot of opulence. The king knew that any non-devotee who attains such opulence merges increasingly into material nature's mode of darkness. The purport for a devotee, material opulence is insignificant, whereas for a non-devotee, material opulence is the cause of increasing bondage. For a devotee knows that anything material is temporary, whereas a non-devotee regards the temporary so-called happiness as everything and forgets the path of self-realization. Thus, for the non-devotees, material opulence is a disqualification for spiritual advancement. So, these are the opulence is like a pisach. So, wealth and also liberation. Devotees, they should not at all have any kind of the attachment for the wealth. Otherwise, one cannot become an anyabhilasha sunyam if he has desire for the sense gratification. So, if anyone think that I want to gratify my senses, he cannot be in a pure devotional service. He is not at all in a pure devotional service. If anyone is because so such a attitude is there, that means sense pleasure is also he is giving the importance and is giving the place in his consciousness, then he cannot be anyabhilasha sunyam. Anyabhilashita cannot be achieved. So that's why for devotees, how that means they should be completely detached from the wealth. That is insignificant. Initially, until unless we enter into the Till the time we actually, let me draw something. I have to say one concept. Projector. प्रोजेक्टर को वाइप तो नहीं मिला अच्छा इधर this is a diagram. So Burmese, when they come in contact with the devotees, they will be coming to the devotional platform and they keep on hearing the glories of the Bhakti and the supremacy of the Lord. So gradually they will develop the Shraddha. Gradually. When that Shraddha becomes Dhrida Shraddha, then they are able to enter into Bhakti Marga. So then after that you will be getting the Sadhu Sangha, then Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, then Nishta, then Ruchi, then Asakti, Bhava and Prema. Then after that Bhagavat Prapti. This happens in a step by step. But when Karmi come in contact with the Gnani, then he will do Nishkama Karma Yoga. When he does get the Antakarana Shuddhi, when he get the Antakarana Shuddhi, then he will enter into the Gnana path. He will leave karma and he will be doing the Gnana. When devotee get the Dೃಢ Shraddha on the Lord, then he can leave the karma. This is the Daiva Varnashrama Dharma, DPD money. Money, before getting the Dೃಢ Shraddha, one should do the karma for the pleasure of the Lord. So, and he should offer the results of his duties to the Lord. And also keep on hearing. In this circle, what one does? In this circle, in this semi portion, what are the activities? One is performing his duties. Duties are being performed. Duties are performed, and so the result of the duty is offered to Lord. Result of duty is offered to the Lord. And they should keep on continue doing the, so I will write down actually here. They should associate the sadhus. Association should be there. They should associate bhaktas and hear from glories of the bhakti and increase shraddha. Shraddha has to be increased. And when they can leave their varnashrama dharma activities when they get the Dೃಢ Shraddha. So okay. Association of bhaktas, and in their association, hear from glories from them, hear from them glories of bhakti and increase shraddha. Okay. So because of this bhakta, in that bhaktas, if there is a madhyama bhakta is there, madhyama bhakta, and when he hear from the madhyama bhakta, and if he get the kripa from the madhyama bhakta, then only he can develop the Dೃಢ Shraddha. But by hearing the kanishta bhaktas, can he get the Dೃಢ Shraddha? Is not possible. He will be a kanishta bhaktas shraddha is also komal shraddha, and he will also get the only komal shraddha. He cannot so get the feel of leaving everything and surrendering to the fully Lord. So such a conviction he will not get by hearing from the kanishta bhaktas. But when he hear from the at least madhyama bhakta, so by that, because he has Dೃಢ Shraddha, madhyama bhakta always has Dೃಢ Shraddha. Because of this Dೃಢ Shraddha, he can easily leave his surrender on other than Krishna, things other than Krishna, and he can develop the Dೃಢ Shraddha on the Lord. And what is the symptom of the Dೃಢ Shraddha? How to know Dೃಢ Shraddha one God or not? Surrender is the symptom of the Shraddha. Surrender. Sharanagati. सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकम शरणम व्रज. ये दृढ़ श्रद्धा का लक्षण है, द्योतक है. जिसके पास दृढ़ श्रद्धा माने वो समस्त धर्मों को छोड़ देंगे. कैसा छोड़ देंगे? कॉन्शियसली छोड़ देंगे. फिजिकली छोड़ने की जरूरत नहीं. छोड़ना माने क्या है? उसकी प्रति कोई भी माने दैन्यता नहीं रहती, माने उसकी प्रति कोई डिपेंडेंसी नहीं रहता है. अभी हम काम करने के जॉब करके पैसा कमाने से मेरा जीवन पोषण चलेगा, उससे तब जाकर मैं भक्ति कर पाता हूं. ये क्या? ये अनन्य माने भगवान के प्रति अनन्य भाव है क्या? ये अनन्य भाव है. हमको उस व्यक्ति के हृदय में अभी भी कर्म के प्रति विश्वास है. कर्म करने से ही मैं भक्ति कर पाता हूं. ये कोमल श्रद्धा वाले की स्थिति है, जिनकी श्रद्धा अभी भी कोमल है. लेकिन जो व्यक्ति इससे आगे बढ़ेंगे, मैंने दृढ़ श्रद्धा को डेवलप करेंगे, तो वो व्यक्ति केवल मेरा भगवान के ऊपर मैं शरणागत हूं, कर्म के ऊपर नहीं. कर्म नहीं तो मनी नहीं तो धन हमको पोषण करने वाला नहीं, मेरा भगवान। कितना लोगों के पास धन है लेकिन फिर भी वो लोग सबका पोषण हो रहे हैं क्या? नहीं हो रहे। धन से पोषण होता है क्या? किससे होता है? अल्टीमेटली भगवान की कृपा से ही होता है। तो इसीलिए जो व्यक्ति भगवान की कृपा को देख पाते हैं और उसी को ही अपना, जैसे प्रहलाद महाराज बोलते हैं, जो भी व्यक्ति दवाई लेते हैं और दवाई का काम उसी को करता है जिसके ऊपर भगवान की कृपा है, ये होता है भक्त की चेतन। दवाई से मेरा बीमारी ठीक हो रहा है, दवाई लिया सभी लोगों जिंदा है क्या? नहीं। तो इसी का अर्थ क्या है? दवाई से काम नहीं चलता। तो बल्कि दवाई तो लेते हैं क्योंकि हम भक्ति महारानी का परिहास नहीं करना चाहते, तो लेकिन दवाई लेने के बावजूद भी उसका असर किसके कारण हो रहा है? केवल केवल भगवान की कृपा से। और इसीलिए जो व्यक्ति भगवान की ऊपर आश्रित रहते हैं और वही दृढ़ श्रद्धा वाले, और उसके अतिरिक्त अन्य चीजों के प्रति कोई भी श्रद्धा नहीं रहना चाहिए। मैं दोनों चलेगा क्या? दोनों नहीं चलता है, कोई एक ही चलता है। मैं भगवान के ऊपर ही रहता है, वही रक्षा करेंगे। तो ये बिगिनिंग है भक्ति का। ऐसा जिसकी दृढ़ श्रद्धा है और उनका साधु संग होगा। मैंने कौन सा साधु संग? सो साधु, ये साधु संग ये है, दिस व्हाट काइंड ऑफ साधु संग दिस इज भजन साधु संग। सो भजन साधु संग।
What is the sense?
Bhajana sadhu sangha. But now he fully wants to do 24 hours direct devotional service, and he wants to then, because he got Drishata. Okay, now he has to continue his bhajan. For that, he needs association of the sadhus. That sadhu sangha this is. And before bhajana sadhu sangha, he will be accepting bhajana siksha guru. That means in this area there is a bhajana siksha guru. So okay. And before the Udra Shraddha, he is also associating the sadhus and Madhyama Bhaktas. This area. This sadhu sangha is what? Ado Shraddha. Ado means what? Here Ado means you should understand in the beginning he will be associating the sadhus. So, and he is getting hearing from them about the glories of the bhakti and developing and he will be getting so many questions and he is getting that means relief from all those doubts. And finally, what is the outcome of the diminishing all the questions is what? Outcome? Drishta. So this sadhu sangha is that. Ado means associating with sadhus in the beginning and developing the Drishta. Once if you develop Drishta, then after that you want to engage yourself into the bhajana kriya. So for that you need the association and this is the bhajana sadhus. So now my main point is why I came here. The reason is to enter into the Suddha Bhakti. This area is known as Suddha Bhakti. From here to, if we are seeing from here to here, from after Drashraddha to this entire area is Suddha Bhakti. Before that, in this stage, whatever Bhakti we are doing, that means we are not fully, that means surrender to the Lord, and we have still dependency or the surrender on other than Krishna, like the jnana, karma, and so on so other processes. Then that kind of devotion is known as a Mishra Bhakti. This is, and when we develop Drashraddha, then that is known as. So to enter into the pure devotional service, what is the qualification? Only the qualification is Drashraddha, but there is no need of purification of the heart. Purification of the heart is not needed. Only Drashraddha is enough. But to enter into the Jnana Marga, what is needed? So purification of the heart is needed. But for entering the Bhakti, purification of the heart is not at all needed. Even he might be having some kind of that means the previous samskaras. So out of the good activities and also bad activities, and those are all not clean, but because of the associating the Madhyama Bhakta and because hearing from the sadhus about the glories of the Bhakti by that Madhyama Bhakta's association by his Krupa, your Bhagya is awakened. And after that, if you hear the Shastra and if you develop the Shraddha, but still some kind of contamination is there is no problem. He can leave the karma and enter into the Bhajana Kriya. Okay. So then after that, yes.
Small question. Very right. You said that one has to hear from in order to get
Direction.
direction.
Here means we should get the kripa from the Madhyam Bhakta. Otherwise, our bhagya will not be awakened.
From here,
Definitely, 100% should discriminate the sadhus. Like to cure your diseases, and we have to go for the appropriate doctor. It's very, very important to discriminate the devotees.
the devotee is giving class in class. Still, we feel that his vrata is not so much. So, should we give that out?
We should here to set an example. So otherwise, our followers, that means he cannot, that means maybe, so he is given, but we should hear from him because the reason is, if we don't, like tomorrow, there another Madhyama Bhakta is giving, so then what will happen? Then what will happen? Then there is other followers for whom it is necessary. Like someone has the Shraddha at the some level, and by his words, the one another who is having the less Shraddha, he can increase, he can get benefit. Definitely. So because someone is in the higher stage, he can push to the higher stage. Like the second class, fifth class student, he can teach the first class student or not. He can teach and he can give krupa to him or not. He can give his krupa. So this is possible actually. So that's why we should hear. But here Vishwanath Thakur says in his Madhuri Kadambani, like a book. So he is saying when one get the, that means get the krupa from the Madhyama Bhakta, then only one can, bhagya can be awakened. So hearing should be done. Hearing should be done. So we can hear from the many, but when in that among the speakers, whenever that means we got the krupa from the Madhyama Bhakta, we are not saying that every day should hear only from the Madhyama Bhakta. We can hear from the many gurus. But the bhagya should be, the fate should be awakened because of the krupa from the Madhyama Bhakta. That fate can be awakened because after hearing also we don't get the belief on that. Viswasa. Viswasa to develop the faith on that. That means like technically hearing and understanding is different thing. After understanding, accepting that. For that one need the viswasa, belief. That will come from the krupa. That will, like we are hearing the contradictory qualities of the Lord. Lord is also is smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest. How simultaneous and also he have the human form and also is the vibhu and everywhere is all pervasive. And but we don't see such a things in our day-to-day life and such a inconceivable things. How to fully, with strongly, how to believe that. That belief comes from the mercy of Madhyama.
Others is sufficient. Because here, you see that the
Madhyamadikari.
association to the and so someone can give about this, the latest of I have the association to Madhyamadi, then I will develop. As said,
Voice is not clear, bro. I don't know. I have a problem of
Someone Brahmacarya hears from the Brahmacarya, they want to give fortune will wait. That's what he's saying.
he is said,
जोर से बोले, दम से बोले नहीं, तो शरीर से ताकत निकालिए आप लाइटली क्यों बोलते हैं? जोर से एकदम अपना ऊर्जा लगाइए ना, जैसे हम बोल रहे थे। आप
Madhyamadi,
हाँ,
association, then again,
हिंदी में बोलिए, हिंदी में बोलिए, नहीं तो इंग्लिश में बोलिए, जो भी एक लैंग्वेज है।
so the activism, Madhyamadi sir, Madhyamadi के साथ ही सुसरी करते हैं
हाँ
और भाग्य डेवलप हो
हाँ भाग्योदय होगा। हाँ हाँ
ये हम चरित्र में पढ़ते हैं श्रद्धा शब्द विश्वास से पहले सुख है इसमें
हाँ
श्रद्धा से विश्वास है
मन शास्त्रों में हम लोग मन शास्त्र से सुनने से क्या होता है, श्रद्धा बनता है। मन शास्त्रे शाब्दे च निपुणः, one should be, that means the shraddha should be arisen from the what, by hearing the scriptures with the logic. One should hear, and from there the shraddha will be developed. Okay, so that's the point I am saying. So when you hear the shastras, you are hearing the so many inconceivable qualities of the Lord, and on that your faith, your belief will be developed by the what, mercy of Madhyama Bhakta. So that means if you got the mercy of the Madhyam Bhakta, and also you should read the scriptures. Books are the basis, that's why. One should understand the, the Shastra very clearly and develop the belief. So that's why Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. From here it is Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti. So Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti needs what? Shraddha. That is Shraddha is the qualification. And with that means also Vaidhi Sadhana Bhakti means what? Doing, worshipping the Lord as per the rules given in the Shastra. So that's why one should take the shelter of the Shastra definitely. To worship and also to develop Shraddha, both. So here, just I will read the scriptures and I don't get the mercy of the Madhyama Bhakta's mercy. And by just reading the scriptures, can you get the develop the Shraddha? He cannot. He cannot develop. He definitely needs the mercy from the Madhyama Bhakta. That's must. He only can give the bija for the Siddha Bhakti. Okay. So now the main point is, let me come. Otherwise, I will be lagging. My chapter will be out. So here, why I explained this is the one time I want to explain. Another thing is, so here when we get the Dhrashraddha, that is enough to enter into the pure devotion service. One can leave the karma. So that purification is taking place by whom? That purification of that anarthas, whatever is there, that can be taken care by. So bhakti. This bhakti is what? This bhakti is a Shuddha bhakti. Till the stage of the nishtha, that bhajan kriya is anishtita bhajan kriya. That means, so sometimes it goes down and not steady actually. But when the stage it reaches to the nishtha, then it is very steady. So before that, it is anishtita bhakti. So in the when you started doing the bhajan kriya, then anarthas will be taken care. That means what I want to say in this purport, related to this purport, devotees to enter into the pure devotion service. Please try to understand my statements clearly. Devotees to enter into the pure devotion service, they doesn't need to clean the completely heart. Devotees to enter into the pure devotional service, they don't need to completely clean the heart. Only qualification what they need, Dhrashraddha. But they should have Anyabhilashita Sunyam. Anyabhilashita they should have. That means their heart may be still impure, but they should have desire to not to desiring anything. Desire to not to desire anything else. But yes, sir. That means what? When they enter into the pure devotion service, sometimes because of this, because of the impurities in the heart, and by the time of the bhajan, that may disturb him. So he may try to do some kind of sense gratification. That is also according to the Shastra only. He cannot do the abominable sense gratification. Because he developed the Shraddha on the Shastra, by hearing the Shastra, then can he go against the Shastra? He should not go against the Shastra. So that's why, even if you do the sense gratification, he will do which is allowed by the Shastras, which is not against the Dharma Shastras. But the point is, so at that time, if he does sense gratification while at the time also you feel dainyata, that means durko darkanscha garhayan. So while doing that enjoyment chi, what is this? Actually, I don't want to do with sense gratification. I want to serve the Lord. But because of my anarthas which are not clean, because of that I am doing some kind of sense gratification. and this is not at all I don't like, but because of the force of these anarthas, he might be doing sense gratification, but at that time also he will be so feeling the dainyata, dainyatmika bhakti is there at that time also. Yes, Prabhu.
So the devotee who has desire for sanskara, but he has the freedom.
Drishta.
Dridasraddha. Dridasraddha. Panchavalakshana Sutta.
Yeah.
Panchavalakshana Sutta still keeps the desire for sanskara.
Drishta's
Panchavalakshana Sutta. One who is Dridasraddha means he definition is Panchavalakshana Sutta.
No. Sorry, Prabhuji. Drishta's definition is what? Drishta means भगवान ही देवादि देव है और भगवान के ऊपर और कोई नहीं है और भक्ति ही सर्वोत्तम साधन है, भक्ति से बढ़कर और कोई नहीं है, ये कर्म ज्ञान आदि मेरे लिए जरूरत नहीं है, मेरा पूर्ण विश्वास केवल भक्ति में ही है और मेरा स्वरूपगत स्थिति है भगवान की सेवा ही करना है और मुझे और कोई किसी का भी मैंने कोई भी धर्म मेरे लिए रक्षक नहीं है और कुछ नहीं करना है, तो केवल का केवल मैं भगवान का ही सेवा करूं, इस प्रकार की विश्वास और केवल भगवान को ही संतुष्टि करना ही मेरा जीवन का लक्ष्य है. हाँ. That kind of belief is called, not understanding. Understanding is different, belief is different. Understanding is the beginning and belief is the next step. So when we believe, then we accept that, then we can hold it. But we understood, but it's not necessary that he is holding that. Many times we understand many points, but we don't, dharana will not be doing. So avadharana is not going to happen. So that means to avadharana, so Shraddha is the part of the avadharana. Shraddha is not the part of understanding.
Then Panchavalakshana Sutta, that is definition of your.
That is definition of pure devotion service. That means by having the Shraddha, one is able to do this Shuddha Bhakti. So definitely that means he doesn't want to gratify senses. And he is believing that I am part and parcel of the Lord and I am energy of the Lord and Lord is energetic and I want to be, I should be enjoyed by the Lord and I am there for the pleasure of the Lord. This kind of understanding is there and he is also believing that. But since some anarthas are there in the heart, so because of that, sometimes he'll become a victim and he doesn't want to enjoy and he doesn't want to gratify senses. So that belief is there. But because of the anarthas, he is fall preying of those anarthas. That means he become victim of them. So, but overall, what is consciousness? He doesn't want to enjoy. He doesn't want to gratify senses. That ness is there. So anyabhilashita means not desiring. So that ness tattvam, that's it. Anyabhilashita. Anya abhilasha sunyam is not said. Anya abhilashita sunyam. Desirelessness is there. But desires may come इसके अर्थ कभी कभी आ सकते हैं, लेकिन उसको उस समय भी वो कैसे दुखी होते हैं. So now the point is, in the case of the devotees, they should develop the desirelessness. Anyabhilashasun, desiring the other things. So that kind of quality, and for that what they has to do? They has to study the scriptures very deeply. So books are the basis. Prabhupada says again and again. We should study Bhakti Granthas very deeply and remove all the doubts. Develop the strong belief on those meanings with the mercy of Madhyama Bhaktas. Within the Shastra,
One believes in the Shastra, it is also mercy of your.
if one got Shraddha means he got the mercy of Madhyama. Okay, so
So envy and envy.
Saguna Brahma, Nirguna Brahma. So for a devotee, material opulence is insignificant. Whereas for a non-devotee, so that's why Anyabhilasha Sunyam, that means for devotees, material opulence is insignificant. But while doing the pure devotional service, bhajana kriya, so sometimes because anadhinivati till now didn't happen, because of the purva anarthas, he might be getting this sometimes to dukkodarka, that means he's knowing that these desires are very, very giving the pain, and but Parityagi Anishwara, he is unable to leave those. And at the time also, Dukko Darkascha Garahan, at the time, so while he is that means becoming victim of the desires, even if we do enjoyment, he will be feeling the very nasty about himself. So this is the state of the in the Bhajana Kriya level. So try to we have to very carefully understand our the bhakti process. Bhakti process has to be clear and where we are and what is the actual process and in that path where we are. That should be, and from there how to proceed. It should be clear. So next, Vasudeve Bhagavati Tat Bhakteshu Cha Sadhushu Rapto Bhavam Param Vishwam Yene Damloshpravat Srutam.
Maharaj was a great devotee of the Supreme Personality and of the saintly persons who are the Lord's will. Because of his devotion, he thought of the entire universe as being as insignificant as a piece of stone.
So now we are seeing Ambarish Maharaj is a great devotee of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudeva and saintly persons who are the Lord's devotees. Because of this devotion, we thought of the entire universe as being insignificant as piece of stone. When one get mercy from the Madhyama Bhakta, and when he steadily hear the Shastra, and because of that, so he will develop the Durashraddha. And after developing Durashraddha, and if we keep on progressing the devotion, then what will happen? At the stage of the bhava, moksha, laguta, even the moksha also will look very insignificant. So at the stage of the bhava, even moksha also will be looking very insignificant. So, but that means as much as he is so progressing the devotion, he will be completely, that means feel disgusted with the material pleasure. But till the stage of the anadhinivritti, he know theoretically and he also accepted, he has believed that he should not desire and he is having that desirelessness. But because of his anarthas, he will fall, but means he will become victim for of those anarthas. And at that time also there is a bhakti. What kind of bhakti? Dainyatmika bhakti is there. So this is the thing. Next, but in the case of Ambarish Maharaj, he reached the already prema stage. It's a premi bhakta. So in that case, then what to speak? Can you think any kind of so then in that state he is seeing everything as just whole the earth planet is under his control and his feeling is nothing. Actually, it's not a disgusted actually. येन परम भावेन प्रेमना इदम विषम लोष्ट्रवत् स्मृतम परामृष्टम भवेत्. Because Ambarish Maharaj got the prema parama bhavena premna idam visham lostravat. Pura samsara, the entire universe he is seeing as a lostravat means as a stone, a simple stone. Paramashtam bhavet. Next, tasya premna sadhanam bhakti yogamaha. So he has prema bhakti for that. What is the sadhana? That is being explained in the next coming slokas, 3 slokas. Savai manam Krishna padara viddayo vacansi vaikuntaruna varnani karau varimandiramatnadishtu sruti chakara chitra satkatodai mukundal darshan show tatrutyagatra svarshet saram. प्राणं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यावसनं तदर्पिते पादौ हरे शौद्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो ऋषिकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च वात्स्येत्मृतां काम्यया यतो नमस्लोकजनाश्रयारतिः
Maharaj always engaged his mind meditating upon the lotus feet of Krishna, his word with describing the glories of the Lord, his hands in cleaning the Lord's temple, and his ears in hearing the words spoken by Krishna or about Krishna. He engaged his eyes in seeing the beauty of Krishna and Krishna's temples and Krishna's places like Mathura and Vrindavan. He engaged his sense of touch in touching the bodies of the Lord's devotees. He engaged his sense of smell in smelling the fragrance of the sea offered to the Lord. And he engaged his tongue in tasting the Lord's prasada. He engaged his legs in walking to the holy places and temples of God, his head in going down before the Lord, and all his desires in serving the Lord 24 hours a day. Indeed, Maharaj Ambarisa never desired anything for his own sense gratification. He engaged all his senses in devotional service in various engagements related to the Lord. This is the way to increase attachment for the Lord and be completely free from all material desires.
So, Ambarish Maharaj in pure devotional service. Pure devotional service means what condition should be satisfied? 24 hours one should do the direct devotional service, Shravana Kirtana Rupa Bhakti for the pleasure of the Lord. Are you seeing those statements? He is doing 24 hours engaging. So, he's all the senses in the service of the Lord and not desiring for anything, never desired anything for his own sense gratification, Sanyavilasa Sunyam. And all the time engaged 24 hours a day serving the Lord. That means Anukulyana Krishnanu Silanam. And he is having the full shelter on the Lord. That means Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. That means his bhakti is not covered by the karma, jnana, or anything else. That means he doesn't have faith on anything else. So this is the conditions all are satisfied in his case. That's why his bhajan is known as Ananya Bhakti. His bhajan is known as Ananya Bhakti. So here we just see in Vishwanath Thakur's commentary, like how king so controls all the different subordinates. The same way, Parishit Maharaj, sorry, Ambarish Maharaj has controlled all his senses. That is from mind, hands, legs, eyes, tongue, nose, all these different senses, manadinam, chakara, ityanena, anvayaha. So that means he completely controlled all these minds, hands, legs, eyes, nose, tongue, so and so, and he engaged like how the king he fully takes the control on his subordinates and he engages them in particular duty in the same way. So Ambarish Maharaj took the control on all his senses and he engaged in the different activities for the sake of Lord, for the Lord's bhajan. So now we'll see where he engaged which one. श्रुतिं सोत्रम् अच्युतस्य विष्णोः सतां तद्भक्तानां तथोदये च तथोत्कर्षे न तु ज्ञानकर्मादि उत्कर्षे इत्यर्थः. He engaged his ears to hear the greatness of the Lord and greatness of the devotees, but not the greatness of karma and jnana. Because you can see in the some shastras which show the bhakti as just a supporting element and karma is as the main element. In the see in the karma kanda, so you can see karma is emphasized so much, and karma if you do, you'll be getting this great result. And further, bhakti is helpful. So if you read in this kind of literatures, then you will be feeling that what? So karma is utkarsha, karma utkarsha is it. So he is not hearing such a thing. Gnana karma utkarsha, not gnana karma utkarsha. He is not hearing the any kind of the glories of the karma, gnana, and so on so because he doesn't like it. because he has full surrenderance on the Lord. Next, Mukundasya linganam pratimanam cha alayanam mandiranam cha mathuradi nitya siddhas dhamnam cha vaishnavanam cha darshani. He is engaging all these eyes, first of all, to see the Lord's Mukund, that means different limbs of the Lord, and to see the Lord's the alaya, that means mandir, and alayanam mandiranam cha, and also Lord's abode. He was there now where actually we see the next story. Actually, he was in the Mathura Mandal actually, Vrindam. So he always engaging to see only these things, and also Vaishnavas. And what about his nose? Sri Mat Tulasya Tat Pada Saroja Samparkena Yat Sorabham Tasmin Bhagavat Charanarpita Tulsi Gandha. He engaged his nose to smell the beautiful aroma which is offered on the Lord's lotus feet. Tadarpite Mahaprasadi Anne Rasana. He is engaging his tongue in the Mahaprasad, in tasting the Mahaprasad. Hare Kshetram Mathuradi Padam Anyatrapita. And he is engaging his legs to go to the Mathura and temples and to follow to do the parikrama and so and so. And he is engaging his feet like that. I'll be giving break is not here. Uttama sloka, if anyone wants to go 2 minutes later, you can hear recording. So then, Hare aham daso bhuyasam ityevam natu katham kama kamyaya vishabhogechayam. So he is always considering himself as the servant of the devotees. So like that, so he was engaging all his senses. And nishkama eva ratiryata yena prakarsat sad abhavat tatha chakar. How he is engaging his mind, or otherwise his eyes, or otherwise nose or tongue. So he is engaging in such a way so that he is going to get the bhava which was there in the hearts of the Prahlad Maharaj and so on. So in that way he is engaged. So that means he is doing the pure devotional service. That means how one can get the bhava when one does the pure devotional service. That means while offering or while doing any devotional service, he doesn't have any kind of other desire, and he doesn't have any faith on other things than the Krishna service, and fully he is doing for the pleasure of the Lord. Anukulyena. So in that way he engaged all this. So like that is said. Example is here. Praladadaya. Praladadaya. This not only Pralad, Adi keeps meaning. So Prabhupada is writing in the purport in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord recommends Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madasreha. This indicates that one must execute devotional service under the guidance of a devotee or directly under the guidance of Maya Saktamana Partha Yogam Yunjan Madasreha. Madasreha is there. One should take the shelter of the Lord and execute his devotional activities. So that is and one should not do whimsically. So Prabhupada is saying the same way we should do our devotional activities under the guidance of the spiritual master. If not, one should experiment. By that one cannot. That's why after getting Dodashraddha, one has to accept the Bhajan Siksha Guru and under his guidance. So he has to do the bhajan. Not the whimsically he can design what he has to do. No. There is a need of the Guru also. Before developing the Shraddha also Guru is needed. After developing the Shraddha also one needs the Guru to engage himself also in the bhajan. So that is our acharyas are saying. So in the nectar of devotion we can see Guru Pada Shreha. After that Shiksha, Diksha, from that Shikshaya, that means from him getting the Shiksha, Diksha and other things. That means Bhajan Shiksha. So, under the guidance of Guru only one should do the Bhajan, not independently. Therefore, according to the instructions of Srila Rupa Goswami, the first business of a devotee is to accept a bona fide spiritual master who can train him to engage his various senses in rendering transcendental service to the Lord. Prabhupada is saying this point actually, this area in the diagram. So after developing the Shraddha, one should take that means shelter of the Bhajan Shiksha Guru and do the Bhajan. And what about before? Before that also he should be in the guidance of the Shravana Gurus. Here in this area he should be in the Shravana Gurus. And he has to hear from them. And also he should do the Bhajan as per the Shraddha he got. So like at least now for us, Prabhupada has given at least 16 rounds. So that's why in our case, our Bhajan Shiksha Guru also is our Shravana Guru and Bhajan Shiksha Guru are both same. And since we have Shraddha, some Shraddha, so he is giving Bhajan to us. But when you develop the complete Shraddha, Dhruv Shraddha, then you are in the pure devotional service. So this is the stage actually. So here one should hear. So to develop the Dhruv Shraddha and also hearing the Bhagavatam is one Bhakti Anga also it is. And as a result of that, one can get the Shraddha also. Shraddha Bhakti Ratir Anukramishyati Tatam Prasangat Mama Virya Samvido Bhavanti Utkarna Rasayana Kataha Tadjoshanadashu Apavagavatmani. So Shraddha Ratir Bhakti Anukramishyati, when we sit and hear, that means in the association of the sadhus and the Shravana Gurus, if we keep on hearing the Shastra, then by that what will happen? Shraddha Ratir Bhakti Anukramishyati. Shraddha also will develop and that itself is a Bhajan also. So Rupa Goswami, the first business to a devotee is to accept a bona fide spiritual master who can train him to engage his various senses in the rendering transcendental service to the Lord. The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Asamsayam samagram mam yatha nyasasi tat sunu. In other words, if one wants to understand the Supreme Personality of God in completeness, one must follow the prescriptions given by Krishna by following in the footsteps of Maharaj Ambarish. It is said, Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Richati. It is engaging all the sense. Bhakti means to engage senses in the service of the Lord. Sarvopadi Nirmuktam Tatparena Nirmalattam Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Uttama. That means Uttama Bhakti means one should come out from all the bodily designations. That means he should not Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Sarvopadi Nirmuktam means what there? So Sarva Dharman Parityajya. That means what? Dhruv Shraddha. What is the symptom of Dhruv Shraddha? Sarva Dharman Parityajya. Sharanagati. Yeah? So that means that sloka is also saying same thing. So what is Uttama Bhakti? One who come out from all the upadis. That means one is not having any kind of shraddha on the so-called upadis coming from the body. That means he may do externally, but he should not have shraddha. That means faith on that. So in that way, one should do his consciousness. That is sarvopadi muktam tatparena nirmalatvam. Then Rishikena Rishikesa Sevana. He should engage all his senses in serving the Lord the way here Ambarish Maharaj is doing. That is known as Bhajani. Everyone is able to understand what I am saying. Is it clear at least some extent? If we want to hear this lecture again, so you can. It is video recorded and it is there.
Yeah, we do that.
Uttamadigari will not be mercy. The reason is he is seeing everyone needs better than him. Oh, this pillar is also so nice. What it is doing, it is holding the Lord. And it is better than me. What I am doing, I am wasting my time here and there. Like that he thinks. So next sloka. Evam sada karma kalapam atmana paredi yagne bhagavatya duchade Sarvatma Vidadanmahimam Tanvishravipravihinam Shasha.
In performing its prescribed duties as king, Maharaj which always offered the results of his loyalty to the Supreme Personality of God. He is an enjoyer of everything and is beyond the perception of material senses. He certainly took advice from Brahmanas who were faithful devotees of the Lord, and thus he ruled the planet Earth without difficulty.
Yeah. So Sada Pratidinam Atmana Swasya Evam Karma Kalapam Smarana Kirtana Manjana Marjanadikam Vedatsaveva Kurvan Mahim Shasha. Ambarish Maharaj is doing what? From morning to all 24 hours. Smaranam, Kirtanam, Mandira Marjanam, all these only. What about his then ruling the people? So handling all the kingly affairs, what about this? What happened to this? How it is happening? So that means he is engaging all the time his senses in the service of the Lord fully. So in the Lord whom Krishna, Adokshita means here you should take Krishna directly in the Krishna he is engaging. And Adiyagnaha, the word Adiyagna is also used for the Krishna here. That means Tapo Gnanadibhyaha api Adikaha Yagnaha Puja Yasya Tasmin. That means whose worship is superior to the tapasya, gnana, and karma and so on. So he is Adiyagnaha. Adiyagna is the one whose worship is superior to the tapasya and so on. So, and who is that? That is Krishna. So in that Krishna he is engaging all his senses. Then what about his kingdom? How it is being happened? So he is also having the very nice brahmanas along with him. What they are saying? They are also Haribhakti Nishta Brahmanena. And his Amatyas all Brahmanas, all his ministers. They are also Haribhakti Nishtas because by the association of the Ambarish Maharaj, anyone can become devotee automatically. So that's why Haribhakta Nishta Brahmanena Abhitaha. So these devotee Amatyas, Brahmanas, they are saying to him, they are also saying, Tvam astava yaman nirvikshepam eva sarvatmana harim bhaja rajya karmani sanyuktai yogya purushaireva mahimshadhi cha iti. All Brahmanas, those devotee Brahmanas are suggesting him, oh my dear Maharaja, you engage yourself 24 hours in the service of the Lord. And Sarvatmana Harim Bhaja, and with full heart. Don't think about what is happening to my kingdom and what is happening that you should know. Sarvatmana means with full heart. Don't give any space to any other things. So Sarvatmana Harim Bhaja, and you worship the Hari. Rajya Karmani, and in the affairs of the ruling this country. So further, Swaniyuktaihi Yogya Purushaihi, you engage some qualified people and they will take care. Mahimshaji, and you be fully engaged in the devotion. They are also saying. So that means Ambarish Maharaj was ruling country like that. He was 24 hours doing the direct devotional service. Then so people, uh, the Lord has given perfect advice in Bhagavad Gita, and Ambarish Maharaj, as the ideal executive head, ruled the entire world as a Vaishnava, taking advice from Vaishnava Brahmanas. The Shastra enjoying that even though a Brahmana may be well versed in the occupational Brahmanical duties and may be very learned in the Vedic knowledge, he cannot give advice as a guru until he is a Vaishnava. Prabhupada, that's why he was recommending. So, thinking that in parliament, everyone, all the Brahmanas, at least they should chant 4 rounds. If the rulers are not Vaishnavas, they cannot do the ultimate good for the society. So, that's why until unless if we don't find a Vaishnava leader, we are not going to align with any political party. Publicly, we should not align with any political party because we are not interested in anyone who is not a Vaishnava as our leader. So this is the Prabhupada's opinion actually. Anyway, slot is there. So we'll go to the next. ईजेष्वमेधैरधियज्ञमीश्वरम् महाविभूत्योपचितादरक्षिणै तैस्वशिष्टितांसितगौतमादिभिर्धन्वन्यविस्तोत्रमसौ सरस्वती. I will read. In desert countries, no, actually, yeah. In desert countries where there flowed the river Saraswati, so Maharaj Ambarish performed great sacrifices like the Aswamedha Yajna and thus satisfied the master of all yajnas. The Supreme Personality of God, its sacrifices were performed with great opulence and suitable paraphernalia and with contribution of dakshana to the brahmanas, who were supervised by great personalities like Vasishtha, Asita, and Gautama, representing the king, the performer of the sacrifices. So, in that kingdom, there were a lot of Aswamedha yajnas also are performed, but he was not doing directly those. He was engaging the brahmanas, and under their guidance, the yajnas were being performed, and there is so people because they want to because in the society everyone is not that's the duty of the king to make his kingdom prosperous. So he has to do the Aswamedha yajnas. Of course, so he is a devotee, and by the devotion everything can be achieved. But he was ruling kingdom as per the norms, as per the given norms. That means king means he has to do the sacrifice and give the dakshana to the brahmanas. All these things he is following externally, but he doesn't have any faith on those things. He has only faith in the bhakti, and he doesn't have any interest of the opulence which is coming from the yajnas also. Only for the sake of the conducting the kingdom, so he is engaging the brahmanas to do that.
In certain countries where the
That's the name of the country, name of the city's place that is. That's the name. It is written desert, but it is a name. So, Dhanvadeshe. Dhanvani means the name of the country. Dhanvadesha. See here. Dhanvani means Dhanvadesh. It's name of the country. When one performs resolutely sacrifice as prescribed in the Vedas, one needs expert brahmanas known as Yagnika brahmanas. In Kali Yuga, however, so whenever the yajnas come, Prabhupada brings one point. In Kali Yuga, all these yajnas are not possible, and Hare Krishna Sankirtan yajna is only, and intelligent people will always do this yajna and worship with this yajna, worship Krishna. So this is the Prabhupada bring out the purport. And yajnas means, and also he says, because of doing the Sankirti yajna only, we can get the food. Annat bhavati bhutani parjanyad anna sambhava. So, yagnat bhavati parjanya. So, because of the yajna only, rains will come. Because of rains, anna will come. Because of the anna only, you can sustain. These points also he brings out again and again. And also, brahmanas, so and yagika priests should be sufficiently paid for their expert service. This payment is called dakshana. So, Ambarish Maharaj, as the head of the state, performed all yajnas through great personalities like Vasishtha, Gautama, Asita. Personally, however, he was engaged in direct in devotional service, as mentioned above. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo. The king or head of state must see that things go on well under proper guidance, and he must be an ideal devotee, as exemplified by Maharaj Ambarisa. It is the duty of a king to see that food grains are produced even in the desert countries, what to speak of elsewhere. So even in the desert countries are there, when they do the yajna, they will become fully so flourish with this. So next, so one word meanings can be taken is the name of the country, or you can take as a desert, and both meanings can be given actually. Yes, yasya kratushu girvane sadasya ritvijo jana tulya rupascha yadrush yadrushyanta suvasasa. In the sacrifice arranged by the Maharaj Ambarisa, the members of the assembly and the priests, especially Hota, Udgata, Brahma, and Advaryu, were gorgeously dressed and they all looked exactly like demigods. They eagerly saw to the proper performance of yajna. So to perform in yajna, we need at least 4 rituals. So to read the Rigveda mantras, we need the Hota. To read the Yajurveda mantras, we need the Advaryu. To read the Samaveda mantras, we need Udgata. And to read the Adharva Veda mantras, we need Brahma. Like that, 4 rituals are needed. And all these 4 rituals are looking like demigods because they were given with the opulence and they were fully decorated so nicely and they are looking. That means by seeing the rituals, you can understand that the opulence the present in that country with the Ambarish Maharaj. So next स्वर्गो न प्राप्तितो यस्य मनुजैरमरः प्रियः शृण्वद्भिः उपगायद्भिः उत्तमश्लोकचेष्टितम्. The citizens of the state of Maharaja Ambarisha were accustomed to chanting and hearing about the glorious activities of the personality of Godhead. Thus, they never aspired to be elevated to the heavenly planets, which are extremely dear even to the demigods. Jesa Raja, वैसा प्रजा, जैसा राजा रहेंगे वैसा प्रजा है. तो आगे बिकॉज तो राजा की प्रभाव से क्या हुआ? A pure devotee who has been trained in a practice of chanting and hearing the holy name of the Lord and his fame, qualities, form, paraphrasing, and so on, he is never interested in the elevation to the heavenly planets, even though such places are extremely dear to even the demigods. Narayan para sarve nakutas. So then, a devotee is always situated in the spiritual world, therefore, he doesn't desire anything. He is known as Akama, a desireless, because he has nothing to desire except to render the transcendental loving service to spirit personal God. Because Maharaj Ambarisha was the most exalted devotee of the Lord. He trained his subjects in such a way. That means subjects means what are the subjects of king? The Amatyas. So in the Chandighar Shastra, we see subjects of the king are the Amatyas and also Kosha and also the palace and the Praja, Sena, Senapati. All these are all the subjects of the king. He made all the subjects of his kingdom into what? Devotees. Everyone is devotee. Next, संवर्धयन्ति यत्कामा स्वराज्य परिभाविता दुर्लभानापि सिद्धानां मुकुन्दं हृदि पश्यतः. Those who are saturated with the transcendental happiness of rendering service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead are uninterested even in the achievements of great mystics. For such achievements don't enhance the transcendental bliss felt by a devotee who always think of Krishna within the core of his. So those who are engaged themselves in the devotion and who are getting the pleasure from the devotion, so they will never like to enjoy the pleasure in the heavenly planets. Kaman Bhogan na samarthayanti na harshena vardhayanti. So such a people, in their case, these material things cannot make them happy. Anyway, this is ultimately saying that Bhakti Mukti Pisachi is Bhakti Mukti, you will never one. Before entering into the Shraddha, before getting after getting the Shraddha, he might be having the contamination, but Shraddha is there, then he continues And if it does the bhajan kriya, then that will remove all the anarthas, particularly in the Nishtha stage, all the Dushkruta anarthas, Dushkruta anarthas, Bhakti anarthas, everything will go. And in after the Nishtha, almost all he is completely free from the Nashtra Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. So, and then he's getting the when almost anarthas are clean, then only he is coming to the stage of the Nishtha. So that means at the after that he will never be falling the victim for the any kind of material desire. He will never. But only one aparadha will be there after the Nishtha also. But that is that aparadhota anarthas will be there. The offenses will be there actually. Offenses will fully finish only in prema stage. In bhava stage also only is going the all that means prayiki, that means almost all in the bhava stage almost all will go. In the prema stage completely they will go. When you get the bhagavad prapti, then only you will be atyantiki. That means you will never commit any aparadha. Before till the time you are in the body, there is a chance to commit aparadha. Even in the one is in the prema stage. Because aparadha can happen knowingly or unknowingly also. Unknowingly can happen. So this Prabhupada in this purport he is emphasizing. So about the pleasure of the bhakti. So one will be completely, that means param drishtva nivartate. That is the main point we bring out. Sayittam bhakti yogena tapo yiktena parthivaha swadharmena hariprinam sarvan kamam shanaijaho. The king of this planet, Maharaj Ambarisa, thus performed devotional service to the Lord and in this endure practice severe austerity. Always satisfying the Supreme Personality of God by his constitutional activities, he gradually gave up all material desires. So that means as much as anabdinivritti happens, so the contamination will be out. And but before also he is in the Suddha Bhakti only. Still he is having the anarthas, so you can call him as in the platform of pure devotion only because he has Drashraddha and he is doing the 24 hours bhajan. But maybe that bhajan is not steady. That means sometimes it is going up and down. Utsahamai, Ganatarala, Vishaya Sangara, Nemakshama. Like this, there are the different stages in the Anishtita Bhajana Kriya. So there may be swings will be there, but discontinuity will not be there. But swings will be there, ups and downs will be there. Utsahamai, Ganatarala, Vishaya Sangara. So next what? Nemakshama and Tarangarangini. Last one is Tarangarangini. Like this, you'll be having the different swings, but it's not completely disconnected. So here it is that Shanaihi Kama Jahau. He conquered he gave up all the desires. What kind of tapasya he said? He did actually here one important point. So in the sloka, what is that? Tapo yuktena. With his bhakti is also along with the tapasya. So what tapasya he did? Here Vishwanath Thakur is saying, Mandira Marjana Jala Kalasha Vahana Vaishnava Sushushanadina Sarira Kastam. So tapasya means accepting the pain for the physical body and so body. So it may be physical and mental. So accepting the kashta, that means hard work, labor. हमें कुछ मेहनत को स्वीकार करना शरीर के लिए और भोग को त्याग करना इसी को बोलते हैं तपस्या. The definition of tapasya is so accepting some so hard work for the body and voluntarily leaving the some enjoyment. This is known as tapasya. So, while doing the cleaning the temple, mandara marjana, jala kalasha, that means bringing the water in the kalash, and all this, that means this kind of, so physical services, that means kasta, some work, some labor he is accepting, and bhoga tyaga. So, what kind of tyaga? He doesn't want to gratify his senses, and he doesn't want to have any kind of opulent food, opulent things. So that's why bhoga tyaga is there. This kind of tapasya you should understand. Not that the tapasya who does the, that means nan is that kind of tapasya you should not take here. So that's the meaning here. You should take. And swadharmena, this bhakti yoga is what? Swadharma. For king, what is the swadharma? You might be thinking for the king, swadharma is ruling the people. But here swadharma, that is only for the body actually. Swadharma for everyone is what? Bhakti yoga. So Prabhupada is explaining those points. So tapasya point, you can see this. So next, Tapodivyam Putraka. Even Rishabhadev is teaching to his children. Human life is meant for doing the tapasya. What kind of tapasya? You don't need to go for the forest and doing the sitting, standing on the one leg and doing the tapasya. No. So tapasya one should accept doing the service to the Lord. So cleaning the temple and so and so. Like how the Ambarish Maharaj did. That's why everyone should do this kind of tapasya. गृहेषु दारेषु गृहेषु दारेषु सुतेषु बन्धुषु तिरुतिमोत्तमस्यन्दवाचिवस्सुषु अक्षय्य रत्नाभरणाम्बरादि अनन्तकोशेष्वकरोदसन्मति. Maharaj Ambarish gave up all attachment to household affairs, wives, children, friends, and relatives, to the best of powerful elephants, to beautiful chariots, cars, horses, inexhaustible jewels, and to ornaments, garments, and inexhaustible treasury. He gave up attachment to all of them, regarding them as temporary and material. Tasma adapirchakram अतस्माददामिश्चक्रं प्रत्यनीका भयावहम् एकांत भक्ति भावेन प्रीतो भक्तिभिरक्षणम् भक्ताभिरक्षणम्. Being very pleased by the unalloyed devotion of Maharaj Ambarisha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead gave the king his dish, which is fearful to enemies and which always protects the devotee from enemies and adversities. So, because now he is 24 hour he is engaged in the doing service to the Lord. What about the attack from the enemies? And so that's why, for that sake, he ordered his Sudarshan, you go and always stay with Sudarshan, Ambarish Maharaj. And whenever there is some problem for him, you just destroy those enemies and come. And that's why Ambarish Maharaj is not at all thinking about the how to protect his kingdom from his enemies also. So that is the Ananya Bhava. Ananyas Chintayanto Mam Yejana Paryupasante Tesham Nityabhikkanam Yogakshemam Vahamyam. So किसी का भक्ति उस प्रकार और किसी का श्रद्धा भगवान के प्रति श्रद्धा उस प्रकार होना चाहिए, उतना दृढ़ होना चाहिए, तभी जाकर हम लोग शुद्ध भक्ति कर सकते हैं. शुद्ध भक्ति करने के लिए दृढ़ श्रद्धा क्वालिफिकेशन. जिसके पास वो नहीं है, जैसा पैसा नहीं रहेगा तो कर्म कर नहीं सकते, बिजनेस चला सकते हैं, बिना पैसा नहीं कर सकते हैं ना. तो जैसा बिना पैसा का कर्म नहीं किया जा सकता, वैसा ही बिना दृढ़ श्रद्धा का कोई भी अनन्य भक्ति कर ही नहीं सकता. So Prahlad Maharaj said, Naivo Vijay Para Duratjaya Vaitarnya. So a devotee is always immersed in the ocean of the transcendental bliss of rendering service to the Lord. Therefore, he is not at all afraid of any adverse situation in the material world. The Lord always promises, Kaunte Pratijani Name Bhakta Pranishati. So, how to develop? So, as much as you hear the past tense of these devotees, again and again, he is having such a big kingdom, but how he is surrendered to the Lord. And if you hear this again and again, and If you try to develop the faith on this, then we are also becoming the qualified to do that kind of devotion. So that's why one should hear Bhagavatam again and again, and one should hear the consciousness of the devotees, how they are surrendered to the Lord. So then only one can develop this kind of Shraddha. So that's why Bhagavatam, hearing the Bhagavad is the most important part of our devotional life. Next, Arirada Ishu Krishnam Mahishya Tulya Shilaya Yuktaha Samsaram Viro Tadhana Dvadashi Vratam. To worship Lord Krishna, Maharaj Ambarisa, along with his queen, who was equally qualified, observed the vow of Ekadasi and Dwadasi for 1 year. अरे एकादशी व्रत केवल एक ही साल की है क्या? और इसके बाद बाकी सालों क्या कर रहे थे? एकादशी व्रत फॉलो नहीं कर रहे क्या अम्बरीश महाराज? ऐसा मत लेना है। ये इधर कहते हैं कि ये मथुरा में जाकर व्रजभूमि में एक साल का व्रत करने के लिए, एकादशी व्रत करने के लिए व्रजभूमि में ऐसा प्रणति लिए है, ये लेना है इधर। वाव, ऐसा नहीं कि तो जीवन में ही एक ही साल में व्रत किए हैं एकादशी व्रत, ऐसा नहीं लेना, ठीक है। और इधर इसके इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है समशीला, जब अपना मान पति का हृदय को समझ के और उसके अनुसार जो चलने वाला सबमिसिव पत्नी रहेगा, तभी गृहस्थ लाइफ में डिवोशन करना आसान होता है। यदि यदि पत्नी सहकार नहीं कर रहा है तो क्या करना चाहिए? उसको घर को छोड़कर वानप्रस्थ लेना चाहिए। नहीं करता अब तुरंत मेरा चेहरा देखते कि क्यों ऐसा बोलते Chandighar Pandit advises that person like Prabhupada, right? Unless a wife is equally as qualified as her husband, household affairs are very difficult to continue. Chandighar Pandit advises that a person in such a situation should immediately give up household life and become a vanaprastha or a sannyasi. माता यस्य गृहे नास्ते भार्या चाप्रिया वादिनी अरण्यम तेन गंतव्यम यथारण्यम तथा गृहम्. So a person, so this is okay. So it's better to have such a wife who can give the detachment for the family is also good, and if you don't have, and if you have very cooperative wife, is also good. In all the situations you are the benefit. और दो श्लोक करो, थोड़ा समय अभी अपना टारगेट से पीछे भी। दो श्लोक tomorrow day after tomorrow. Next chapter is not so much time to take, but थोड़ा लग्जरियसली एंजॉय किए हम पिछले 3 दिन। थोड़ा दिल का बात बहुत ज्यादा ही बोल दिया तो आगे तो व्रतांते कार्तिके मासि त्रिरात्रं समुपोषिता स्नातः कदाचित् कालिन्द्यां हरिं मधुवने चयेत्. मधुवन में कर रहे हैं लोग। मधुवन कहाँ है? 12 फॉरेस्ट है ब्रजभूमि में, उसमें एक है मधुवन. The month of Kartik, after observing that vow for 1 year, so after observing a fast for 3 nights, so man Dwadas, Dasami, Ekadasi and Dwadasi, actually vrata will done for 3 days. They eat only 1 day on the Dasami and only one time on the Dasami, and also on the Dwadasi also 1 time. And also they do Jagarana on the completely on the Ekadasi night. So if you see in the Hari Bhakti Vilas, it is being explained. So that's why here it is said that. So after observing a fast of the, so here some little discussed is there. So I will discuss this tomorrow. The next step. Mahabhisheka vidina sarvopaskara sampada abhishinchambara kalpai gandhamalya hanadibihi tadgatantara bhavena pujayamasa keshavam brahmanasya mahabhagan siddharthanapi bhaktitah. So after observing the vrata, that is Ekadasi vrata, so here the 3 nights means it's not happened actually. It is going to, what the others also included, then that was said that 3 nights vrata. So there it's over, it's thinking, but it's not like that. So here now Ekadasi over, and on the Dwadasi day they do the paran actually. So that means from the grains or from the Nirjala vrata if you do, with the water we should do the paran. So that's a paran. Before doing the paran, he has to worship the Lord, and that worship is being explained in these two slokas. Then after that, he should call the brahmanas and he feed them. Then after that, one should do the paran. So, paran is being explained in this slokas. So we'll be seeing it tomorrow those. And thank you very much for all of you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki.